Patrice Émery Lumumba, born Isaïe Tasumbu Tawosa on July 2, 1925, was a Congolese politician and independence leader who served as the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, then known as the Republic of the Congo, from June until September 1960, following the May 1960 election. He was the leader of the Congolese National Movement, the MNC, from 1958 until his execution in January 1961. Ideologically an African nationalist and pan-Africanist, he played a significant role in the transformation of the Congo from a colony of Belgium into an independent republic. Patrice Lumumba was born on July 2, 1925 as Isaïe Tasumbu Tawosa to Julienne Wamato and her husband Francois Tolenga, a farmer in Onalua in the Katakokombe region of the Kasai province of the Belgian Congo. He was a member of the Tetela ethnic group and was born with the name Elias Okitasombo. His original surname means heir of the cursed and is derived from the Tetela words Okita, which means heir or successor, and Asombo, which means cursed or bewitched. He had three brothers, Charles Lokolonga, Emily Kalema, and Louis Onema Pene Lumumba, and one half-brother, John Tolenga. Raised in a Catholic family, he was educated at a Protestant primary school, a Catholic missionary school, and finally the government post office training school, where he passed the one-year course with distinction. He was known for being a vocal, precocious young man, regularly pointing out the errors of his teachers in front of his peers. This outspoken nature would come to define his life and career. Lumumba spoke Tetela, French, Lingala, Swahili, and Shiluba. After a study tour in Belgium in 1956, he was arrested on charges of embezzlement of $2,500 from the post office. He was convicted and sentenced to 1 year, later 12 months imprisonment and a fine. After his release, Lumumba helped found the Congolese National Movement, the MNC party, in 1958 and quickly became the organization's leader. The MNC, unlike other Congolese parties developing at the time, did not draw on a particular ethnic base. It promoted a platform that included independence, gradual Africanization of the government, state-led economic development, and neutrality in foreign affairs. Lumumba had a large popular following. As a result, he had more political autonomy than contemporaries who were more dependent on Belgian connections. Lumumba was one of delegates who represented the MNC at the All-African People's Conference in Accra, Ghana in December 1958. At this international conference, hosted by Ghanaian President Kwame Nkrumah, Lumumba further solidified his pan-Africanist beliefs. Nkrumah was personally impressed by Lumumba's intelligence and ability. In 1959, the MNC split into majority MNC-L, led by Lumumba, and the more radical and federalist MNC-K. In late October 1959, Lumumba, as leader of the MNC, was arrested for inciting an anti-colonial riot in Stanleyville, during which 30 people were killed. He was sentenced to 6 months in prison. The trial's start date of 18 January 1960 was the first day of the Congolese Roundtable Conference in Brussels, intended to make a plan for the future of the Congo. Despite Lumumba's imprisonment, the MNC won a convincing majority in the December local elections in the Congo. As a result of strong pressure from delegates upset by Lumumba's trial, he was released and allowed to attend the Brussels conference. Shortly after Congolese independence in June 1960, a mutiny broke out in the army, marking the beginning of the Congo crisis. After a coup, Lumumba attempted to escape to Stanleyville to join his supporters, who had established a new anti-Mobutu state called the Free Republic of the Congo. Lumumba was captured en route by state authorities under Joseph Désiré Mobutu, sent to the state of Katanga, and with the help of Belgian partisans, executed by separatist Katangan authorities. He was seen as a martyr for the Pan-African movement. In 2002, Belgium formally apologized for its role in the execution of Patrice Lumumba.